Today I'm here to show you a very long style from Belle Tress. This is Pure Honey E in the color Rootbeer Float Blonde. We're going to learn all about this one and this color. So whether you're interested in the style, the color, or both, this video is for you. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of 𝖺Kwell to bring you this review of Pure Honey, where we're gonna learn all the major must-know information. So if you love long, voluminous, barrel curled styles, you can figure out whether or not Pure Honey is for you. This wig does come in some other colors. We're going to cover this color toward the end of the video, but if you're not a fan of the color but you like the style, then I recommend you go check out their website and see what other colors it comes in. I have a link in the description box below as well as a coupon code. You can absolutely save money at 𝖺Kwell. They have live sales each week with huge discounts on the wigs shown during the sale. They have in-person shopping at some locations in Canada as well as the US, and you can buy from them online in the US, the UK, Canada. They're great. Definitely check them out. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. It's always tricky when it's long like this to be able to make sure you're seeing all of it. There is a lot of length on this one, but not a lot of hair. I would say that this is a very natural density toward the bottom. It isn't super, super thick. I mean, I do think this has a fair amount of hair. It does. When I put my hands in here, it does feel like a lot of hair back here, but it doesn't look unnatural, especially toward the bottom. You know, our hair tends to thin out a little bit toward the bottom, and I think this one does that very, very naturally. This has huge barrel curls. Not beach waves, not just a simple wave, but it's like you took a large barrel curling iron and so you did, and then you comb it out. It also has quite a few layers, so we're shorter up here, and it kind of is layered all the way down to the bottom, which I think is what helps contribute to the natural look toward the bottom. This does have a lace front. You can see that right there. And you may be wondering what the E is on the name. That means extended lace. So this is from the Cafe collection from Belle Tress, and they came out with a 2.0 cap, an upgraded cap, if you will, and this is part of that 2.0 collection. One of the changes they made was to extend the lace on all of the 2.0 styles. So whereas the Cafe collection, they may have had some styles with extended lace, they also had some styles that just went temple to temple. These are all extended. And they also, I think I heard someone say it's a little bit of an upgraded fiber too. I am not 100% on that one. We have extended nape. We've got Velcro adjusters, which no wonder why this was falling off my head because the adjuster wasn't even on. But we've got Velcro adjusters so you can adjust and cinch it in, which I have to do with the Cafe collection. So you've got the free parting. You can change that part. Mine has a center part. You don't have to live with the center part on this one. Here's my caution. This is so long and with these big curls, it is absolutely going to tangle. It is already tangling some at the nape. You will not avoid tangles on this one, and they may even be fairly significant. Something to be aware of when you wear really, really long, whether it's synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic, there is going to be tangling involved. Throw in there some sort of a curl. It's not terrible. You can see this is combing through pretty well. I have had wigs that were so tangly. This isn't bad, but you are going to have to deal with that. You are going to have to make sure you're prepared to comb through it every hour at a minimum. Carry a wide tooth comb with you and comb through it, especially at the nape. Work through some of those tangles with your fingers, and you're really going to have some maintenance to do on this one. I do not think this is for the faint of heart. I also think there's lots of women who love wigs like this and can successfully wear them. But you should be prepared if you're a new wig wearer. One thing I think this wig could be so great for is updos. If you're looking for wedding hair or event hair, and you like updos, I think this could be perfect. And then you're going to avoid some of the issues. Because of all these curls, you could pin this up strategically in places and get a really beautiful cascade of curls. And wearing your heat-friendly long pieces up periodically is going to extend the life. It is going to be really protective of these fibers because you're keeping the friction at bay. So do consider the fact that if you want to wear this one and you want it to be your everyday piece, you're not going to get a long life out of it, and you are going to have to take heat to this regularly, and the heat will probably relax this curl, so you'll have to be prepared to add it back in. I just feel a responsibility to give you guys all the information. I am not saying don't get this wig. I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. It is a feature of heat-friendly synthetic wigs. Just be aware and make your choices wisely. There is no traditional Permatease on this piece. It is very, very flat on the top, very flat. Where it feels like it's got a good amount of hair is back here. But when you're just looking at it, especially if just some of the shorter layers come forward, it doesn't feel thick and overwhelming. It definitely is va-va-voom hair though, without question. And again, I have to stress, you may not love that mine has a center part. You can change the part on this one. You may need to take heat to get it to stay. And what I recommend is you get a hot comb. They're very affordable. And then when you go to change that part, you just want to take that hot comb and run it through to make sure you're setting it, because it is going to want to spring back to where it was. That's just the way it goes with these. You just have to sometimes coax the fibers and then set them in place with heat. So you can change that part if your heart desires. Let's talk about fit. Belle Tress has a lot of collections. They have 5 or 6 collections, and they all fit differently. So when you get a Belle Tress wig, do not assume that every wig is going to fit you the same. It really depends on what collection it's from. The Cafe collection was their first collection. Years ago, it was the only collection they had for a really long time, and those ran larger, more like average large. This 2.0 Cafe collection does not run as big. I do have to cinch it in a lot, so I would say the circumference is running true to average, slightly larger than average. But over the top, it is not. I do get extra cap, but I do not get nearly as much extra cap as I used to in their original Cafe collection. You can find all of my measurements down in the description. I would say you can be a fair amount bigger than me circumference wise, a little bit bigger than me ear to ear, but this isn't running, if you're familiar with the old collection, is not running as big as that one. It is closer to being just a true average, in my opinion, than they used to be. So keep that in mind. It's just, unfortunately, that's really true from a lot of these companies. They have different caps and they all fit differently. We made it to color. Rootbeer Float Blonde. So this color is a very neutral toned color. It is not warm, it's not yellow, it's not golden. It's also not really ashy. I don't really think it looks gray. It leans more toward the ashy or cool. If it's leaning one way or the other, it's more toward the ashy or cool. What we have is a light pearl blonde, an ash blonde, a beige blonde, a champagne blonde, and a platinum blonde. So a lot of those neutral to cool toned blondes. It is very, very dynamic, very dimensional, but not warm. There is a root, and that root is also neutral and very nice, subtle, like a dark blonde neutral. Sometimes these roots are golden. This one is not. It's more of an ashy root, more of a neutral root, and it's not super dark, which very much complements the rest of this wig and contributes toward that neutral to ashy tone. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. I mean, look at how long she is, you guys. Let me know if you have questions. Don't forget about 𝖊𝗎. I'll see you guys soon. Got some direct sunlight. Here's our outside look at Rootbeer Float Blonde. This is more of a neutral color, as I mentioned on the inside look, with a root. We've got a little bit of shade too. Not overly warm. It doesn't really have gold or yellow, but it's also not so cool or ashy that it's going to look gray in any lighting. This is like the epitome of a neutral blonde in my opinion. definitely very dimensional. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.